Hello and welcome to Conspirator Brock's pull list. This is my pull list for the week of July 23rd, 2014. So let's get started. It's a ginormous week, and it seems to always happen that there's a ginormous week, the week of San Diego Comic-Con. Why? We have no idea. Most people are going to San Diego, so they're currently in packing mode, or already driving down mode, or already flying mode, or already swimming, whatever. However you get to San Diego Con is what you're probably doing right now, and not. But now you have to worry about a shit ton of books that you're going to miss out on, unless you have a pull list. But hey, who knows? It is also going to be Batman Day at your local comic book shop. I'll have some stuff to show you that you can pick up some free swag and some stuff that you can actually purchase. But let's get started with the pull list first. So first up on my list is All-Star Western number 33. Again, Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray have been doing an amazing job with Jonah Hex. I'm still sad to see this title get canceled. It's almost over, but yeah, I've been enjoying Jonah Hex. This new Jonah Hex 52 has been great. It's going to be a sad day when I pick up the last issue and read through it, but all good stories you can go back to, so I'll look forward to going back and reading these in trade. Next up is Aquaman number 33. Aquaman's still been a good title since John's left it, so if you haven't jumped on the Aquaman bandwagon, you should. John's really pumped life into the character in the early part of the New 52, and it's still going strong. So Aquaman 33. Next we have Archer and Armstrong number 32. I'm probably butchering this, but isn't this like London Calling or something? I don't remember the band, but it's a famous band cover, but is being emulated in this cover. There's multiple covers half the time, but this is the one we got, so this is the one I'm picking up. But Archer and Armstrong has been great. They're going to be with Quantum and Woody in the series Delinquents coming out soon, so we'll see where that takes these Archer and Armstrong and Quantum and Woody. But I've been enjoying Archer and Armstrong. Funny, great read. Also, definitely pick that up. Next up is Armor Hunters Bloodshot number 1. This has been a little, to me, delayed, especially with reading Armor Hunters in the actual series Armor Hunters and Exo Manowar. It seems like this is coming out at the wrong time, especially since they've kind of already alluded to this in some of the story. So I'm going to check it out and see if it fits okay with it coming out now instead of before some of the other issues. But I have been enjoying the Armor Hunters story arc that's been going on with that Valiant's been putting out, and I highly recommend you check it out. Next up is the finale, whatever, however you want to say it, of Batman 0 Year. We're finally at the end, folks. Finally! Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo have doing an amazing job on Batman. 0 Year has been really good. The only problem is it's been running really long. We've had an entire year of this, and a lot of people have, kind of been not so happy with that, but overall I think it's a really great story. I'm really curious to see how they end it, and also, we know in general how they ended because Batman's doing other stuff, but just really great to see this. And then I'm really itching to see what else Snyder's going to do with Batman going forward after this. So Batman 33, it's in stores. Next up is Batman and Robin Rises Part 1. Last week, Robin Rises Omega came out. I actually read through that, and it fit in explaining why a certain character popped up in the middle of Batman and or at the end of Batman and Robin's last issue. So let's see where this goes. Tomasi's been doing an amazing job with Batman and Robin. The early stuff that he did with Bruce and Damian in the New 52 of this within this series is probably some of the best Batman books. One of the best Batman books I've read lately. Really good. Hit a lot of key points, especially in character, like seeing Bruce as a father figure and so on and so forth, and Damian as a a son. So Batman and Robin Rises Part 1 in stores, and it's Batman and Robin 33. Sorry, I don't remember if I said that. Anyway, keep going. Next up, we're in week 16 of Batman Eternal. I didn't get read last week's issue. I'm kind of letting these build up a little bit. I read 6 issues to get caught up last week, but I really enjoyed it. The only thing that was jarring was the art on a few of the issues, but in general, Batman Eternal has been a really solid read, and I'm really enjoying where it's going, especially with the build up to that future-esque story from, I think it was Batman 27, where we see what Catwoman's doing and Spoiler is doing, or I don't remember her name. I know, Toby, I'm horrible. But Batman Eternal. Yep, another Batman book. Next up we have Catwoman number 33. I'm still kind of punishing myself with Catwoman, and Nascenti. It hasn't had the best track record on writing this book. This story arc seemed promising at the beginning, but it's kind of turned a little flat. It's ending apparently, hopefully, with this issue. Hopefully, DC can bring some life to Catwoman, because her character is very interesting, and I like reading a solo title with her. So we'll see where it goes. Artwork is still okay, it's still good, so it's manageable on that end. But yeah, it's been an up and down for Catwoman with this new 52. So Catwoman 33. Next up we have Flash number 33. Flash, the Vendetti Flash has been good. I've been enjoying it. We're seeing kind of a future Flash coming back and killing his foes. So really interesting to see where this comes into play in the present Flash story. But I've been really enjoying Flash. Was worried when Man of Steel left it, but like Aquaman and like Swamp Thing, really good since the creative team changed. Next up, we have Justice League Dark number 33. Justice League Dark's one of those titles that I've really enjoyed overall throughout its entire run. I hope it keeps going. New one's out, so I'm looking forward to the kind of this new story that's going on. We just finished up with the Nightmare Nurse story in last issue, so this is apparently something to do with Deadman, so we'll see where this goes. Then next up is the New 52 Futures End. We talked a little bit about this on the podcast, and I think it's better to read in chunks, honestly, especially this title. Reading a few issues at a time early on was okay, but they're telling so many different stories and not covering each one in every issue that you kind of get lost at certain points of what's going on and so on and so forth. So I'm still enjoying it. I'm curious to see where it keeps going. It's not totally knocking it out of the park, but it's still fair. Way better than Trinity, so at least it's got that going for it. So the New 52 Futures End number 12. Next up is Saga number 21. Saga is fucking amazing, and you need to be reading it. That's it. Next up we have Secret Origins number 4. We have the Secret Origin of Harley Quinn, Green Arrow, and Robin in this issue. Yeah, curious to see what it goes. I've been enjoying these little Secret Origin stories that have been coming out of each of these issues. So as long as this keeps pumping out some good stuff, I'll keep reading it. Next we have Trinity of Sin Pandora number 13. This title is going to be coming to an end soon, and it's going to be merging with Trinity of Sin Phantom Stranger, which is ending as well, and also bringing in The Question, and the series will be titled Trinity of Sin. Been enjoying it. It's been a fair read. No real complaints. So Trinity of Sin Pandora. Unwritten Apocalypse number 7. This is from Mike Carey. I talked to Ryan about this today because I knew this was coming out, and this title is good. I enjoy it, but I feel like I'm missing something because there's so much literary reference going on in this book, and it's very deep in the literature that we kind of know, and stories that we know, and bringing stories have a life of their own, and all these really deep philosophical concepts. And I enjoy reading it, and I read it since the beginning, single issue, and I kind of feel that when I go back and reread this, maybe eventually when it's done, I'll have a better, understanding of it. Much like whenever I read the Sandman over again, I kind of get, it's a deeper read because I've already grazed the surface, and now I'm going even deeper when I read it and getting more. So Unwritten Apocalypse #7. Next up, we have Brubaker and Epting's Velvet #6. Really good stuff. Really enjoying it. If you have not picked up Velvet, the first trade is out, and you should definitely pick that up and check it out. It's a woman. She's a spy, and it's awesome. So Brubaker and Epting do a great job with the spy espionage stuff. Proof positive. From the proof of that is from their run on Captain America. And use of Winter Soldier and all that. So yeah, Velvet, highly recommended. So DC's 75th variants are still coming out this week for the rest of the month. But these are the ones that I picked up this week, and I believe that's all of them. I think I got all of them. So first up, Aquaman #33 has a Batman variant, 75th anniversary variant right there. Very nice. Then Batman 33 itself has a, variant. So there's that one. Batman and Robin has a 33 variant. Yeah. The Flash has a 33 variant. Justice League Dark has a 33 variant, very reminiscent of Batman Dracula, or Red Rain, I believe it is. So there it is. Superman 33 has a variant by Eric Larson. Eric Larson's very sketchy. I almost didn't pick this up, but I like Eric Larson and I like Batman. And of course, it's always fun to have the world's finest together. So got that. And this one was really fun. It was kind of very what was wrong? Advertising, digital media-esque. It's Wonder Woman #33 for the Batman variant, so I picked that one up. So those are the Batman variants out there for you today on New Comic Book Day, aka Batman Day, because it's Batman's anniversary and all. So let me put those there for a second. Okay, now I'm going to get on to my read list. So these are the books that I'm reading this week. Afterlife with Archie #6. If you're not reading this, you should. It's awesome. It's just fun to see Archie's world with a zombie apocalypse. That's all you need to know. Go check it out. Next up, we have an Original Sin tie-in book this week. Amazing Spider-Man #4. It's only on its 4th issue, and already it's tying in with something else. I'm overjoyed with excitement. Seriously. I am. So, we're going to see hopefully see something tying in with Original Sin and Spider-Man. I don't know. And then unfortunately, Daredevil #6 is an Original Sin tie-in. Not a big fan of the tie-in books, especially with books that are standalone by themselves and don't worry about the continuity or what's going on in the rest of the Marvel fucking universe. So I'm curious to see what Daredevil has, but hopefully it's just something I can stomach and then move on from. Next up is Red Lanterns #33. Apparently, Guy is going to get a haircut from a Green Lantern, or one can only hope. Red Lanterns, it's been okay. I've enjoyed it for the most part. So we'll see where it all goes. Again, the Lantern books have not been the strongest since the creative shift almost a year ago. But I'm a glutton for some punishment, and what better way to get punishment than from Red Rage. We only got one copy of this book for the shelf, and Ryan didn't really want to put it on the shelf. Because we didn't even sell any copies of #1. But I'm going to give it a try. It's Rise of the Magi #2. We'll see. I mean, the first one was interesting enough, but again, nobody picked it up at our shop, so we're not going to keep it in stock. So we'll see if #2 catches my interest enough to maybe have me buy the first trade when it comes out. We'll see. Next up is Superman number 33. Yes, I got Superman because it's John's, and it's unfortunately Romita Jr. Yes, I know. It's going to be very difficult to read this book because I'm going to want to keep looking away. Then we have Trees number 3 by Warren Ellis from Image. First two are interesting. Number 1 definitely ended at a weird spot. Number 2 ended better, so it enticed me a little bit more to keep reading. So I picked, I'm going to read through Trees number 3. There were 3 other titles that I wasn't able to pick up, but hopefully we'll be able to get a chance to read this week. The first one is Storm number 1, an X-title solo Storm book. I mean, it's probably not going to last very long, but it's out there, so I was going to check it out. Then the next one was Wild Blue Yonder number 5. So hopefully this is the last issue of Wild Blue Yonder. If I miss out on it, oh well, I'll pick up the trade when it comes out. But I've really enjoyed Wild Blue Yonder. It hasn't been on the best of release schedules, but it's a really good book, and if you get a chance to read it, either in single issues if you can track them down, or if you wait for the trade to come out, I highly recommend Wild Blue Yonder. And then the last one is Zero number 9. Zero's, for the most part, a fun book, or not necessarily a fun book, but a decent read. Different take on spy book. Very quirky in its own way, very, aggressive and violent, and yet, smart. There's a lot of classified document stuff at the end that I don't even read. Hopefully it's stuff that I can just skip over, but it's been an okay read, so I've, checked it out when I can. So that was everything on my read and pull list. I forgot actually to pick up my one of my graphic novels this week was Walking Dead number 21, All Out War. Part 2 came out today. I forgot to pick up a copy of it. I'll most likely grab one on Thursday, but really excited to see what's going on in the Walking Dead universe. And the other big trade that came out that I didn't pick up, but it probably will eventually pick up, unless they do a big giant omnibus, which hopefully they do. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, or Ultimate Collection Volume 1, the Dan Abbott and Andy Lanning stuff that everyone's been wanting to read since Guardians of the Galaxy was fucking announced as a movie, and Marvel's finally releasing it the week before the movie comes out in theaters. Way to go, fucking Marvel. At least you're putting it out before the movie. The release date was after the movie, which is asinine and stupid. And the people that pre-ordered it on Amazon aren't going to get it until the beginning of next week, and hopefully they get it before they go watch the movie. But we literally could have sold a shit ton of them. We only got 2 copies at the store. One was already spoken for, so we had 1 copy left. And I asked Ryan if he had known it was coming out today, would he have bumped his orders and gotten more copies? And his answer was yes. But not knowing when it was coming out exactly, and it was after the fact, it's kind of, well, I'll just order 2, and if we sell out, I'll just order some more. But yeah, way to go, Marvel. Way to be dumb asses. Fucking stupid. Listen to your retailers. Shit. Okay, now that I got that out of my system. So it's Batman Day today. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot of Batman stuff in this video. My hat, which is always standard, and then my t-shirt, But there's all of this lovely merchandise back here behind me. Yay, back here, over here. You can get today from your local retailer as long as they ordered some of these things. There will be some Batman masks. This is the current Batman mask. There's also a original mask, an Adam West mask, and a Frank Miller Dark Knight mask. I picked up this one because I like the new one more so than I like the other ones, but those 4 are available at your shops. I know a lot of shops we are doing, at least if you buy something you get one for free. If not, I think we're charging $1 for them. But go down to your local retailer, maybe they'll have them. You can also get this promo bag. We are not allowed to give these out in the city of Sunnyvale. But if you take it, we didn't give it to you. So we have it at the shop. If you want it, grab it. It's a nice little bag. DC has been doing these nice promo bags. This one actually has a nice let me bust through a copy of Detective number 27 right there. Bam! New guy busting through. And then on the other side of the bag is a nice 75th anniversary logo, 75 years of Batman. So you can grab that at your local shop as long as they ordered it. I don't know if you're a bag collector, but some of this stuff is kind of nice to have for memorabilia's sake. Then also we have this nice, lovely cape. Ooh, yes, I got a Batman cape. It is awesome. The retailers that got this had to actually pay for it, so you'll most likely have to buy your own one from them. Ours, I think, are $12, so we have a few in stock. And yes, that is an Ethan Van Sciver. Go back there. Right there. That's an Ethan Van Sciver black and white Batman statue from the black and white series. I have it on my eBay trying to sell it, so if any of you want it, you can go to Ashes to 1979 on eBay, and it's there. But yeah, so it's Batman Day, so celebrate Batman, have fun. There's also some free books out today for Batman Day. Well, this isn't one of the Batman ones, but this is the Vertigo sampler, which is out, which you can hopefully grab at your shop if they got it. This is previewing, new titles that are coming out from Vertigo and stuff, and like kind of giving you a look ahead for what's going on. But the stuff that's coming out, you can get this free Detective Comics number 27. It's a reprint, I believe, of the original story. And it's also got some cool little other stuff in it for you to check out. So yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. But should be free if your local comic book shop picked it up. And then there's the summer fall portfolio for DC Collectibles, which is always cool to pick up. It's got some amazing stuff in it that's coming out, toy and statue wise. Let's see, let me find something really good here to blow your mind. Alright, maybe that's not the best way to describe it. The Bombshell statues that DC released. Reprint Harley, please. I am actually going to be getting this one right here. This nice, look a little bit closer. This nice little Christmassy Harley Quinn. And yes, I will be sporting that every Christmas, and I will put it away every, Valentine's Day. But yeah, I mean, it features a lot of statues, a lot of toys, stuff you can, pick up and grab. They got this really cool Catwoman statue on a motorcycle. I'd love to get it, but it's fucking expensive. So then they kind of recap all the Arkham toys and stuff. So if your store ordered it, you should be able to get it for free. It's a nice little thing to check out what's coming out from, DC Collectibles. They've been doing an amazing job with their toys and their statues. So for those of you going down to San Diego, have a great time. Hopefully you don't have to wait too long in line. Hopefully you have fun. You can check out some stuff outside. I know that Toby's down there, so if if you're there and you spot him, stop him, tell him, hey, I love you on the podcast, so on and so forth. Take a picture with him, post it on Twitter, tag the rest of us in it, so we can see all the antics that he's getting into by himself this year down in San Diego. I've never actually personally gone. I would like to, but again, I don't have the cash flow to justify going to San Diego. If I had the money, I'd probably use it to go somewhere else. So yeah, so that's my episode for this evening. So get down to your local shop today, get your books, enjoy Batman Day, talk about your favorite Bat stories, so on and so forth, whatever. Just have a good day today. And for those of you at San Diego or going to San Diego, have a safe trip there, a safe con, and we'll be talking about what happened to San Diego on Monday on the podcast. So you can find me on Twitter at Brock Sager. You can find this video on my YouTube channel and my other videos. You can also find all this stuff on conspiratorbrock.com. And again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.